Hey everybody, killerchef here. Welcome back to Skyopolis4. Today we are going to be getting into PneumaticCraft and refined storage. It's time to get some auto crafting started. Alright, to first start this off, I'm going to show you how to make compressed iron. I've already made a bunch here, but it is different in this mod pack than normal, so I will show you. You take ingot or nuggets and toss an anvil down, similar to the way we made plates, but this is how you make compressed iron. After we get a pressure chamber, though, it should be a lot easier to get compressed iron. The ultimate goal of this episode is to get to refined storage, and to do that, we need to get through PneumaticCraft to the assembler. And to get the assembler, we need to get to the printed circuit boards, which require the pressure chamber. And I have gathered everything we need for that. These four is everything you need for the pressure chamber. The glass is optional. To make the pressure chamber, it's pretty simple. You just make the smallest one is a 3x3. You need to have two interfaces. These are how you're going to put stuff in and out. They need to be placed specifically. Oh, well, that's alright. I can grab my wrench and change it. That needs to be out because I believe this is in. Yes, it is. And that should be... Oh, wait, no. This back wall needs to be placed with a pressure chamber valve. There we go. Now we have created the pressure chamber. And now we can hook up a bunch of pipes and get some air pressure to it. Now that I have this built, let me show you how this works. I have switched these around, so this is now my in. You cannot directly take out or put into it yourself. You have to have stuff piped into it, so that's why I have stuff piped in and out. Back here, the chamber valve, you hook up pipes to the chamber valve and then the air compressor to the pipes. That's pretty simple. But to automate this, you take pressure gauge tube module and you hook up a comparator to it that reads the amount of air that's in there and emits a redstone signal based off of how much air is in there. You read it with a comparator, bring the redstone out, and then you set these to enable on low signal. When this is empty, this redstone signal will turn off, kicking these on. When this gets up to 4.5, these will kick off, and then the residual burn will continue and get it pretty close to 5. Now that we have that, let's see it work. I know one of the main things, first off, you can take iron and you can put a little bit of iron in there, and that should immediately go in and turn into compressed iron. So this is now how you're supposed to make compressed iron. Oh, there you go. That was quick. Alright, so the next big thing we need to look at is etching acid. Everything in this is pretty easy except for molten plastic. Molten plastic is gotten through the thermo-pneumatic processing plant, and we need LPG. Moral of the story, LPG is gotten from refining crude oil down, so we need to make a refinery. I already have all the items. You need 1 refinery controller, and then you need 4 refinery outputs. After you have those placed down, you need to heat this up for it to actually refine the oil down. So we need to put vortex tubes down. You hook up air into these and it'll heat it up. You see one side is red for hot, one side is blue for cold. We have the wrong side hooked up there, so we need to switch it around until there. Now we have it the right way. I'm gonna get all these hooked up and I'll be back. Voila! It's done. Alright, one thing you do need to remember or know about this thing is it needs to be completely surrounded by blocks. I decided to go with 8 vortex tubes, 1 on each one of the tanks, and 5 air compressors. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. but I have each one of the tanks where all the process stuff goes hooked up to a medium fluid tank from PneumaticCraft. This holds 64 buckets. I have oil being pumped to the controller, and yeah, that should be everything. We just need to kind of fire this up and see how it works. We'll put a little bit of coal in there. And through the magic of editing, you should be instant. Alright, it just got up to temperature and it's now processing. It does seem like everything is working. It's not as hot as I would like it, but it's still rising slowly. But you can see everything's going into these tanks. LPG is at the top, and that's what we get the least of. And yeah, we get diesel, gasoline, kerosene, and LPG. LPG is obviously what we're looking for. So when we get a bucket of that, we'll be able to pull that out and be able to look into making the molten plastic. We just got to a bucket of LPG, so now we can pull that out. In the meantime, I've set up the thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Wow, that is a tongue twister. So I've already set that up. That requires heat, so I put a vortex tube with an air compressor. Just down and dirty quick method, not trying to get a whole ton here. So we will put that in, and this should, oh, gotta put coal in once we've done that. Oh, do not forget to put your security badge in. Or upgrade. Don't forget to put your security upgrade in, because you don't want this thing blowing up. And this should start heating up fairly quickly, and we should get molten plastic. Alright, we should be just about to get our bucket of molten plastic. There we go. Alright, so I'm now ready to make the etching acid. Toss that in there, and that should be pulled into here, and we should be able to make the etching acid. It should be the last thing, and there we go. Should get the etching acid here in a second. There we are. And we also need to make some computer chips, so I will toss those in. I'm going to make 10 of them right now, because I think we need 8 in total. Oh, that's going to be slow. We have the empty PCPs now. We have to make the UV light box to give it a better chance of successfully etching in the etching liquid. So we now need the PCP blueprint. To get that, we need to go buy it from the store. So let's grab some skybucks. We don't need that much. I think I saw it was 2. Right there. We will place our order. I love this part. I love the little drones coming in and picking up my money and then dropping off my stuff. The next guy should be coming in any moment. Oh, there he is. And our UV light box. I'll come back down here to my PneumaticCraft area for now. I know it's kind of small, but it'll do for now. Hook up an air compressor. Put a security upgrade in it. And coal. And then we should be able to put that in. So when this gets up in air pressure, it should start raising the etching success chance. It says 0%. It should go, we want 100%. And after we pull it out of there, we want to pull out our etching tank, put in our etching fluid. And as long as we don't hook this up to air pressure or to temperature, which will speed it up, this is going to go kind of slow, but it won't consume any etching fluid from my understanding. It'll only consume etching fluid if we raise the temperature and speed it up. I just clicked into this GUI. Isn't that a pretty GUI? I guess when it's working, it gets a little sunspot and turns everything kind of purple. That's kind of cool. Alright, we just finished with one empty PCP, or PCB. Let's put another one in and start this one in the etching tank. You can see now it says etching process, and it will take, I think, 150 seconds, it says, and it then should be done. Now, it's going to take a long time to get all those done, so I'm going to be working on that. Be back to you when those are done. Now, with this, we need to add it with capacitors and transistors. Those both are made in the pressure chamber. And I've kind of already gathered this stuff up. So I'm going to throw all of that in. They take plastic. One of them takes plastic, redstone, and gold. The other one takes plastic, slime, and gold. So I just toss them both in here. They should get... Why is there extra stuff in there? I'm going to have to pull those out at some point. But yeah, those should just kind of be working down there while all that is finishing. While we wait for all the PCBs to be done, I want to gamble a little bit. I noticed over here in the Earn These Skybucks section, you can gamble for these first 5, and then you can end up by getting loot chests, by purchasing loot chests later on. And I feel like gambling, so let's kind of do that. Let's see how many we get. Ah, we just got our money back. Alright. I have them all separated here in their individual amounts for each level, so I can keep track and see what we get. Oh, we got +1. That's not bad. We're in total +1. Okay, +2 on that one. That's, again, not bad. As long as we keep making money, I'm not going to be upset about it. Not at all. Why would I get upset if I'm making money? Oh, I lost. Okay, 28, so I lost 2. I don't know why I couldn't tell if that was a 3 or an 8. Alright, what do we get for the big one? Ooh, spent 50 and got 13. That's not bad at all. So that was definitely a nice little plus. Now we have over 2 stacks. Well, what's some of those chests we can look into? Let's buy a few of these. Maybe we buy all the commons. That looks like all the commons. At least that's what we can start with. Nice, a Pam's Harvest. The name tags. A nuke virus used in a security station to improve chance of hacking it. More skybucks and a scythe. Saddles, buckets, not bad. I mean, it's not the best, but that's also the lowest. That's also the lowest level of stuff you can get. Maybe we look into buying the next tier, see what a rare will get us. Wait, not there, here. What does this put us into? Oh, the speedy hoppers. Nice, those will definitely be nice and convenient to have at some point. Alright, well, I think that's where we're going to stop for now. On that. Don't want to spend You know what? Hell, let's keep going. Let's just keep spending. Maybe we get up to 1 unique. There we go. We'll stop here. Okay, dust and blank ore. So that's a blank ore chest. Diamond chest and obsidian chest. That's not bad. All the concrete. That's definitely not bad. Well, okay, maybe not all the concrete. Definitely didn't look like all. Ooh. Decent food. That'll maybe help us health-wise. That'll be good. Ooh, nice. Some pre-made graphite rods. Nice. Now I won't have to go through another set of that. Whoops. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to fix that. Always be careful with your vein mine, people. Luckily, I have a platform down here, so even if I did vein mine something bad, it would have been okay. Alright, well, the PCB finally finished. I believe 8 is all we're going to be requiring, at least for right now. We're trying to make the assemblies, so let's finish these printed PCBs. There we go. Now let's get these all crafted up. All these individual parts. This isn't all we need. We also need to buy something from the store. There we go. All the pieces we need. Now, we need to buy 2 items from the store. It is these items. The drill and the laser. Alright, there's the laser. And there's the drill. We connect that, and then we need import and export. We need the table next to those, and then we need the laser and drill. And then I believe we need a chest right next to it. Chest. Now, let's see if the new diamond chest will work. There. Since we're waiting on that to build up some air pressure, I already got some quartz-enriched iron going. That, you just put iron and quartz inside the induction smelter, and it will turn into quartz-enriched iron. And we need the quartz-enriched iron so we can start getting into refined storage. Let's make a few of those. We're going to need to make all the processors. So let's bookmark those. Alright, I now have everything we need. I'm going to start off by making a half a stack of each processor. That'll be a good beginning, especially with the diamond. I'm not going to need a ton of the diamonds right off the bat. We do need a couple, though. Oh, we ran out of... Gotcha. Okay. Not a big deal. We'll have to get more of that later. Toss these in, and they should start going. I did also see in the rewards we got some speed upgrades, so I can throw those in now. And you can see them working there. They're really cool little items. Cool little robot, little crafter. Alright, well, I guess I screwed up, and he didn't want to take it out of there and put it into this chest. I guess that chest was too far away. I should have known that. So I just have an export chest now. And they're working away. This is going to take some time, because they only do one at a time. They do have the speed upgrades in, so they're working as fast as they can. But I'll let that run, and we'll be back when that's done. Alright, well, I understand this machine a little bit better. I started producing construction cores because I put basic processors in with the drill and laser. I've never had to deal with this in any other mod pack. I'm assuming it probably was there. I just never had to deal with it myself. But basically this runs through both processes guaranteed, and then running the drill will just do the drill, and running the laser will just do the laser. It allows you to precisely get what you want. So yeah, it's a cool setup. I feel like a little bit of an idiot not knowing that, but alright, so now we need to make a controller, which we should have everything for a controller. For a disk drive. Why is it wanting an ender chest there? Let's go with a standard chest. And then a grid, which we are actually going to immediately... Oh, I'm out of standard glass. Alright, well, I will have to go get that, and then we will be back. But I'm going to turn that immediately into a crafting grid. Alright, I think we have enough regular glass for now. I'm going to make 2 of these because I also want to make a wireless crafting grid, which I believe also takes the terminal itself. So that's now a crafting grid. It wants us to make the cables before it wants us to make the wireless crafting grid, which makes sense, or the wireless crafting terminal. Let's make just a little bit of cable. Importer, because that's part of the mission as well, and an exporter. And now it wants us to make the wireless transmitter. Alright, yep, and there's the wireless crafting grid. Now I have to make myself another crafting grid for myself. Alright, from here, we just place it down, and then basically the same as this setup, except one extra thing: you need a disk drive, because we're going to put disks into here, and that's going to eliminate the need of chests and some storage, some drawer storage. Going to keep stuff in drawers quite a bit, big storage items, but we need to power this thing now. Alright, well, I have this hooked up to some power. Not really a pretty setup, and it won't stay here. Obviously, this will be moved out, and we'll probably do something with it there and just replace it. For now, I just have some power running to the dynamo into it. The wireless transmitter has to go on a cable, so if you put that there and then right-click it with the crafting grid, it'll link to it. Wow. And then you'll have access to it. We don't have any discs right now, so that's what we're going to have to work on next. We need a lot more glass. Gotcha. We need to make ourselves some storage discs, and we need to start with 1K. But I would like to get all the way up to at least 164K. And to do that, I believe we need 27 1K. And that should get us up there. So I'll make 27 of those. And then we need to just make all this up into... Oh, we need more of the basics. Okay, well that's going to need to happen. There's that. There's 3 16Ks. And I was exactly right. 27 1Ks gets you a 64K. And now we have ourselves a 64K storage disk. And we actually can put stuff in here. That is so nice. I'm going to turn this back on. I turned it off for a second just so we weren't wasting fuel. And there we go. We got stuff going in there. I don't really want to put that in there, but there we go. Yeah, we have refined storage. So I'm going to be able to switch all of our stuff up to now refined storage. And we have the mother of all storage systems. I really do like this one over Applied Energistics. The only thing I like over Applied Energistics right now in 1.16 is that I think they have, or I know they have facades, and I don't think Refined Storage got covers or facades of any kind. So that's kind of a bummer. You can't really hide the cables, but yeah, I do like this a lot better. Well, unfortunately, we only got one chest to open up this episode. I guess it's good that I bought all those chests earlier. Nice. Very nice PneumaticCraft chest. That will be very useful coming up, because it seems like I need to set up a few of those assemblies. Well, this is the end of the video. I hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to have a killer day.